Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. This is like my 16th time trying to record this. My battery finally gave out. Oh well. So I'm going to be doing a page of Angry Crying Piper. Because when she gets angry, she cries. She's an angry crier. And that right there is about the only trait she and I share, is we're both angry criers. Get very passionate about, what we discuss, and sometimes we just break down in tears. Sometimes. Other times we're just like, wow, this is stupid, and then we walk away. But whatever. We don't talk about that. So yeah, I bought a 5-pack of the cheap Joe's Art Supplies. I think that's what it is. Craft paper sketchbooks, and that's what this is. It's just a cheap little thing I grabbed, and I'm using them to put like my references in, like if I do expression pages and things like that. It's just a quick way for me to house them because it comes in like this well, first of all, you get 5, and then it's like 80-pound paper, and it's smooth, so you can put lots of sketches in it, but you can also like glue things in it if you need to. And it comes in like a nice little stand, like it's a craft paper stand, or a craft, like it's like a tag board. Is that what it's called? Something like that. Anyway, stand, and you could just kind of put it up on a shelf like a set of books, as opposed to a loose sketchbook that you have to hunt down every single time, which is exactly what I have to do every single time. Anyway, so yeah, the paper itself is very smooth. I think it might take inks okay, but it just is a little too smooth. I wish it had a little bit of tooth to it, but it has none, so boo. It's okay though. I really like it. You get 5 of them for like $20 because they were on sale. So I was like, well, I'll do this. No big deal. You'll notice I'm wearing black nail polish. It's not because I'm in a emo phase. It's because I have a Halloween party to go to tomorrow, and I wanted to have black nails for that Halloween party, so I did it. It's also hiding the fact that my one finger is still swollen and bruised, and it's actually starting to turn black down towards the bottom part of the nail, which is nasty. Yeah, my ring finger with my wedding band on there, you can see it's pretty swollen even in this video. It hasn't gone down yet, but it's not broken, so I'm just kind of pushing through the pain. Tylenol is my friend. But yeah, how's everyone else doing? How are you guys surviving in this crazy world? I don't know. I don't know how anyone does it anymore. I'm just like, I want to sleep forever. It could also be because, it's fall now, and I'm a hibernating bear over here. I just want to eat all the food and not wake up until spring. But yes, I've been very tired lately. It's been a rough go of it lately. I've discussed that in a couple of my random live streams. Not because like I dislike where I'm working or anything like that. It's not one of those situations. It's just, it's part of the work, and I'm having a hard time coping. So yeah, it's also why my productivity has gone way down, like super way down. It's pretty bad. But since, this isn't my job, this is my hobby, I can let it go when I need a break and need time to sort of recover. It's, from my job. I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Conan Exiles, and I'm trying to get back into Pokemon because I never finished Sun and Moon. I started Sun, I never finished it, and I never got to play Moon, so whatever. It is what it is. But I pulled out my DS, and I've actually been charging that up to get started here pretty soon. So if anybody, excuse my yawn, if anybody wants to add me on their DS, I'm there. I'm lonely all the time. I'm a 36-year-old lady, so nobody can be friends with me because apparently it's wrong. I don't know. I'm an old lady on YouTube. I don't know what I'm even doing here anymore. But oh well, I'm here, and I'm just going to keep drawing my pictures, and I'm going to move on with things. I do get a little depressed when I realize I'm going to be 36 years old and I still don't have my comic anywhere near started. But at the same time, I know it's going to happen when it's going to happen, and I'm just going to kind of, move on and deal with it. And I know some people are like, God, by the time I'm 36, I have like 12 comics. And I'm like, well, okay, that's cool. I mean, we won't talk about all the publications my name is actually in, but, you know, to actually sit down and have a good story and have something that you feel good about putting out there is not the same as just pumping out what you can pump out as fast as you can. I don't want to do that. So this is what I'm doing now. And honestly, and to be fair, and to be 110% with y'all, I've given you guys over the years that I've been on YouTube multiple stories with these characters, and you can go back and listen to them. In every single sketchbook review, there's some sort of a story. I tell little stories about every single sketch I do. It's ridiculous. And I realized this when I was looking back at my old stuff. I was like, man, my sketchbook reviews, I literally used to tell them stories, and they didn't need the comic. They got a story time to go with the doodle. I mean, that's literally everything. It was pretty cool. And I do believe that's where a lot of my fan base came from. But yeah, I don't have too much more else to say. I'm just trying to get back to normalcy. I'm trying to get back to something that I recognize as being me again. Like I said, my job comes with challenges that we're not always equipped to deal with. And it's very taxing on the psyche and on your mental health. And I'm mental health wise am pretty okay most of the time. But, you know, you can only take so much sometimes, and then you have to be like, you know, something, it is affecting me, and I need to recognize that, because once you recognize it, then you can start to deal with it a little bit better. And I'd like to think I'm dealing with it better. I'm just kind of in one of those places where I really have no one to go to, because either they don't understand or they've got issues themselves and can't help. And it just reminds me that a lot of people rely on me to be stable. And when I start to lose my stability, and, you know, it's enough that I get called out on it. And it's not that I'm not allowed to. I'm allowed to feel and do and say the things I want to feel, do, and say. But at the same time, I am convinced that I always have to bottle myself up and put on the happy face for everyone else and just kind of cope and deal on my own. And that's not necessarily healthy either, but it's all I know to do, and it can kind of suck sometimes. But yeah, I mean, overall I'm okay, though. I'm trying to use my resources and do better a little bit every single day. And so far it's been all right. I just need to keep on doing it and keep on hanging in there, and just kind of doing what I do. Sorry, I got a little bit of a cutoff there because my thing was telling me your battery's at 10%. Well, before it just shut everything off because it's stupid. It's okay though, because I'm wrapping this voiceover up. I do miss you guys. I do miss doing YouTube. I do miss making videos. It's just really, really, really hard to do my videos sometimes when I'm sort of in a way. And I'll always want to be real with you guys. But I also don't want to be like the sad bag of YouTube either. You know what I mean? And I think for the most part I'm okay. You know, I'm not too bad about it. So I'll mention a few sad things here and there. But then I'll try to be happy and, you know, be bubbly or whatever it is. Be normal. Normal. What's normal? Anyway, but yeah, I do miss it. I'm going to really try. I think I'm going to do Huevember this year. And if I do Huevember, I should be able to make like at least a video a week of the hues that I use for that month or that week, I think. I think that's going to be the goal. I'm going to wait and see what happens, though, because I don't like committing to something and then failing. I was going to do Inktober, and then that absolutely fell through. I had way too much happen right at the end of September to be anywhere near ready for Inktober, but I think it's okay. I think it was okay to take a break from Inktober this year, because I've attempted it the past couple of years and failed, but I've at least attempted. So, all right. I'm going to stop yammering. I'm going to go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I thank you so much for sticking in there with me, even when I'm all sad and me. But ultimately, yeah, my goal is to come back and at least do something consistent, or try to do something consistent. I don't know. I really don't know. But eventually, I do want to come back, guys. I do miss you all. Especially those of you who leave the lovely comments. I try to reply to everybody. I don't always see them because, you know, YouTube. But I try. I really, really try. Anyway, thanks for hanging in there with me, guys, and I really appreciate all of you, and I do love all of you, and I do hope you all have a wonderful day. If you haven't, I guess go ahead and subscribe if you want to, or don't. It's up to you. You do you, boo. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.